Welcome to Padel Smash Academy.
And we are all things paddle.
Hello everyone, welcome to another exciting episode of Padel Smash Academy. Today we're having someone very, very special. This special person it's been said that he has superhuman power. He's like the Superman of paddle. His strength is unbelievable. Please let me introduce you, Nico Clerc.
Wow, what an introduction. I'm already sweating before I even start talking about the questions and answers. Wow. Thank you. Thank you for
Nico,
having us.
let us know who's Nico Clerc. Where you come from, what you do, a little bit of everything.
Great question. Who is Nico Clerc? Nico Clerc has been a passionate tennis player for the past 30 plus years. I'm not going to reveal my age because I just turned a higher age a couple of days ago. But 30 plus years of tennis, and just the last year, Nico has transformed into this huge paddle enthusiast, huge advocate. It's like, even my wife tells me, Nico, before paddle, you've been Nico for, we've known each other for 14 years. And before, you're like, okay, the same old Nico. And like for the past year, she's like, who are you? This is unbelievable.
Good.
So, yeah.
So tell us where you're originally from.
Originally from Buenos Aires, Argentina.
Okay. And you grew up playing paddle tennis or both or one?
Tennis, 100% tennis. Here and there paddle, because paddle was pretty big in Argentina in the 90s. And my father was the one that introduced all my family to paddle. So that's where my love for paddle started.
So you originally played, your racket sport was tennis,
Yes.
right? Originally?
Yes.
So at what point did you play that in Argentina?
Played that in Argentina and
So,
in college.
so at what point did you, did you always know there was paddle there and you just didn't play because it was tennis? Or when were you introduced to paddle, or how did that happen? And then was that in Argentina or was that here?
So I stuck with tennis just because I wanted to go to the U.S. We were living in Argentina. I wanted to go to the U.S. for tennis, and the only way for me to attend a university was with a scholarship in tennis. So my father strictly said, Nico, dedicate your life to tennis now if you want to get a scholarship in the U.S. And that's what I did. And then after college at 23, 24, I just stuck with tennis because I loved it. I was passionate. I never really wanted to play professionally, just because my father at 14, he grabbed me and said, Nico, what do you want to do?
Yeah.
Do you want to be a professional tennis player, or do you just want to go to college? Because I was dedicating myself, 6-7 hours a day to tennis, from like 8 to 1, and then 1 to 7 or 8, just tennis. And then he grabbed me and he said, okay, if you just want to go to college, okay, you can do it 3 times a week.
Wow. Now, did you see, while you're playing tennis, did you see other people play paddle? And did you ever
Yes.
were interested and say, yeah, I want to try that? Or did your
Yes.
friends play and you really couldn't play? Or did you sneak out and play once in a while?
No, so growing up, my father had a tennis club where we had a paddle. So, I used to see him and my older brothers, they're like 7-8 years older than me, play a little bit just for fun, and they're friends. But I was always too little to go play with them,
Yeah.
So it was always like, I want to play. And then I really never got the chance to.
What's la horqueta?
La Horqueta. En La
Horqueta.
Horqueta. Yes, exactly.
And your dad was a very good friend of
Ale
Lasaiges, which was a legend in paddle back in Argentina in the 90s and all that. So,
Yes.
yeah. And I think he played in your dad's club.
Yes.
La Horqueta.
Yes.
He played paddle. Yeah.
So now do you play the left or the right?
So I'm lefty. So the
okay.
right side
So-
is like 100% mine.
Gotcha. Oh, so you must have a line of people wanting to play with you, because most people are righty and they want to play left,
Yeah. Well, it always gets complicated, whose ball is in the middle. So
Right, you're fighting.
it gets tricky because you have both forehands in the middle.
Yeah, but let me tell you, his strength and power, he can hit that ball by 3 and by 4 like it's a baby's
Yeah.
shot.
Coming from tennis, a lot of tennis players, they typically have a pretty good smash.
We lack the baseline.
The back wall, the corners.
We make up at the net.
So how long did it take you to transition to paddle? And where did you start playing paddle? Was it here?
It was here, 100% here.
So how did that happen? How
I'm
were you
still
introduced to it?
transitioning.
Oh, you are?
I'm probably 30%
Wow.
to being 100% at what I really want to be at.
So how long have you been playing paddle for?
So I actually started playing while I was living in New York.
Okay.
Last year at this place in Williamsburg called Padel House.
Paddle House. It's the only
was the only
place.
place.
I was there when they first opened. Yeah,
Exactly. And I was living in Connecticut,
Okay.
in Stamford, Connecticut. And I was, waking up at 5:30 in the morning and just going to play with, all the guys at Padel House. And then my wife one day said, Nico, what are you doing? You're waking up at 5:30 in the morning. You're driving an hour and a half. You're paying $50 for valet parking. You're, spending.
Expensive sport, man.
And then all of a sudden, you're coming home at 9 o'clock in the morning or 10. You're showering. You're going back to work till like 8, 9 p.m. You're coming back home. You're doing this like 3 times a week. What are you doing?
Wow.
And then after a couple of months of doing that, she's like, okay, do you really want to play paddle? I'm going to go, yes. Okay, let's move down to Miami.
Wow, just for paddle.
Just for paddle.
Oh my God,
All
that's
right, baby.
crazy.
I
That's
love it.
amazing, dude.
100%.
Oh my God, you're a hero, bro.
Just for paddle.
So you were introduced to paddle there. Well, I mean, you already knew it, but that's when you just first started. What made you say, okay, let me, because you were playing tennis there in New York, I
Yes.
assume as well.
Yes.
So what gave you that kind of push? Okay, let me go play.
I
The
feel
friends
like
or-
at the, yes, the friends, but also the drive, coming from very competitive college phase, after college, I lost that competitive inside of me. So like when I went to play, let's say like these USDA Opens, I never really felt that I had that passion behind it, and I kind of lost it. I was the head of a country club in Connecticut, and it was just like, okay, let's do this, let's do this, let's do this. It got really repetitive, and then my passion for being competitive just came right back the
Nice.
second that I touched the paddle. And the second time that I played in New York, it was the Halloween party at Padel House, which I won. And I was
I
like,
think I saw that. Yeah.
and I was like, wow, what is this sport? This is unbelievable. The sensation that you have when you hit every single ball is just like unreal.
So now what is kind of like the beginning, or what was your transition? What were the things that you were able to use in tennis, and what are the things that you're still working on now? Because at the first you're playing tennis in the paddle court, So where's your transition right now, and what are the areas that you're still working on?
100% the back.
The back walls,
the back
turns,
walls, the
open,
the
close, defense.
100% the defense. Paddle. You ask Fernando Velasteguin, how are you so good? Defense.
Defense, yeah.
Defense,
The
defense,
lobs
defense,
and
the
all that.
lobs.
Right.
But actually, what sport really helped me in transition from tennis to paddle was platform tennis.
So you play a little platform tennis in Connecticut. 'Cause I'm originally from Connecticut as well.
Okay.
In Farmington, they have the platform tennis. Is really
Okay.
big there. I'm sure in Greenwich
Yep.
as well. Yeah. So you played that prior to playing paddle?
I played that prior, which made me realize that you have to be a little bit more strategic with a smaller court, with a smaller surface of playing surface. So that kind of helped me, develop the patience, which I really don't have a lot right now.
Yeah.
But like, imagine what I don't have right now, what I used to be before platform tennis. So I think that sport really did help me a little bit.
And let me ask one thing. So now you're comparing two very similar sports, similar names and all that. Why you didn't have that passion for platform tennis, and why paddle? Because you started to play platform tennis, and then you somebody introduced you to paddle and you went crazy with it. Why not platform tennis?
Because you have to be way too patient in platform tennis. Like each point can take 2 to 3 minutes,
You're kidding me.
Sure.
where if you hit it hard, the ball always comes back to you.
Okay.
It's actually not good to hit it really hard in platform tennis. And then I lost my patience, and then
Start cursing.
no, not cursing, just like not going with the right ball direction. But then in paddle, I'm like, I found myself, okay, now I can hit it really hard and actually win a point.
Because in platform you can't take the ball out, right?
No,
So-
you lose
And
the
then you
point
can't
if
hit
take it out.
and you can't hit right before the fence. You can't. You have to stay within the lines, right? It's
Exactly.
totally
And
Yeah.
then you have you only one serve instead of
Gotcha.
two and underhand. So like, my shoulder started to hurt, and the ball is very, very hard. So if you're at the
Yeah.
net and you get hit, it's not fun, because you also play in the winter.
Yeah, it's cold.
So you're looking like a Michelin tire,
Yeah.
you know,
Yeah.
and it's
Excellent.
just like,
Good.
I didn't have the drive because of that.
That's
you know,
excellent.
Gotcha.
it was way too cold.
LA Beats, it's one of the PPL teams that started in the beginning. So it was, I think they made it to the finals, right?
No, we were disqualified before the.
Okay.
Yeah.
But it was one of the top teams. They have mega superstars besides
We
you,
had
Cesar
Cesar
and
and
Julian.
Julian, Luis Estrada, yeah.
Good. So tell us how that whole thing started.
So it started actually because of the coach that was at Paddle House, Diego Salazar.
Okay.
He was at Paddle House, and then the LA Beat got him as a coach. And then he asked me, hey, Nico, like, this is what's going on. This is what the LA Beat are trying to do. This is what the PPL is trying to do. Would you be interested in, playing for the PPL? And I go, yeah, sure. This didn't mean that I was, going to get selected by them. Like, he said, hey, like, you should go into the draft and see what happens. Like more than 500 people went to the draft, and all of a sudden I'm teaching, and at 2:30 I get a phone call from Diego, and I said, Nico, I want to officially welcome you to the LA Beat. And I go, what does this mean?
Give me 5 right there, baby. Love it. LA Beats.
I said, I'll call you later, you tell me everything. But yeah, no, that was fun. And then, in Tampa, we had a great time. Unfortunately, I was only able to go, the first weekend for the opening ceremony. Okay. And then, work schedule and other things didn't allow me to go the next weekends. But, those first 3-4 days were just unbelievable. The atmosphere and the future that PPL has and Paddle has.
Did you get to play?
I got to practice.
Good.
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah.
And who makes the decision on who was playing and who was that was a coach?
That was a coach, but having Cesar and
Yeah.
Number one in the world for 10, 15 years, and having Luis Estrada, which is number one in the US, it's just like, it's very hard to compete against those guys. But, the first couple of practices is you're in there with them and you start to see their game and their strategy and what they tell you, which is, for me, the most valuable thing, because I'm still trying to learn how to do all this. So.
And tell us a little bit, what was your experience? Because, we interviewed quite a few players in Tampa. What was your feeling at the club? I know we had some good and bads, and what was the entire feel of you and the players? Tell us a little bit about those details.
So, when you always start something new, it's always hard, especially in a new sport in a country that is not developed 100%. So you're always going to have those challenges of things going wrong. But the positive thing is, like, you have so many opportunities to grow and things to do better, that every negative thing that was about it, hopefully whoever's organizing and behind it can take that into a positive to make
the second round improved it.
Exactly right.
Yeah.
So no, it was fun. I mean, the venue is unbelievable. That tennis, I forgot the name of it now.
Sarah Vanderberg,
Yeah. They have a really nice setup. We took the center tennis court. We put in that very, very nice paddle court, and it was good. It was a very nice experience.
Good. Excellent. So now tell us, I know we've been following you on Instagram. You've been winning quite a few tournaments in the past few years. So why don't you just tell us about...
Just one.
Just one. That's because there's like 20 posts of that.
Exactly. Everybody just reposted it. He's like, Nico finally got one.
So what tournaments do you play through the year?
So I try to play most USPA tournaments.
Okay.
But that's just because, I was in New York and there wasn't really anything going on. But now here in Miami, you have different tournaments, not just from the USPA, but just like all these different leagues happening. So I'm, starting to play here and there with different players, and no, it's fun, but mostly USPA.
But you won some tournaments. Why don't you tell us?
Last weekend with my partner Raul Ruiz, we won, my first ever paddle tournament. So
good. Was that a 100?
That was a 100.
Good. Excellent.
But it felt like a Roland Garros. Yeah.
Who did you guys play against in the finals?
We played against Gonza and Jazz, I think. Yeah.
So Nico, I heard that on the USPA they name you USPA national captain for the national team. 1 and 2
seniors. Yeah.
Seniors. Tell us a little bit about this. That's super exciting, and we are seniors. We are the early bird seniors. So we're so excited. I mean, tell us the details about that and all the things that you have to do as a captain.
How would you say? I first got interested in the position of being the national coach for the seniors, because I used to coach a lot of platform tennis, and I saw everything that needs to go right for a team to succeed. So I wanted to take all my expertise in tennis, platform tennis, and I used to do pickle as well, into paddle and see how I could do. This is a new challenge for me, so I probably am gonna do mistakes, but I think that because of the passion that I have, we're gonna have a very successful U.S. seniors team in the Pan Americans in December.
Good.
Nice.
We are
nice,
super excited for you to be our captain because I'm part of the team. Seniors 55 and over. No, just kidding. No, just
nice. Senior citizen, 65 and
Senior
over.
citizen.
Oh,
Super
my
exciting. So, Nico, tell us your best shot.
Overhead.
favorite paddle.
Adidas Metal Bone Hard.
Favorite professional paddle player?
At the moment, Coelho.
Coelho. Good.
Golden point. Do you take it? Or do you let your partner take it?
Depends where the serve is coming from.
Interesting. Very nice. I like the strategy, how you think about it. What's your worst shot?
It's too many.
Double wall. Yeah, exactly. There's too many. I'm like, should I say this one? No, because in the next tournament,
Just
which
like
is
me. Just like
happening
me.
this weekend, everybody's gonna try to do this. But double wall, either side wall back or inside. I always have trouble with where to turn, how to turn.
Favorite trick shot.
Oof. ×4 when it goes off the back wall. So when they hit an overhead and it's still coming, to turn around and hit an overhead like this.
Nice.
Like a Coelho
I
shot.
like that. Yeah, the
And then,
pro
and then I
side.
can't feel my arm, but
The whole
it feels
next
really
day?
good. Yeah,
Do you prefer golden rule or not?
love it.
You love it.
Love it.
Why?
Because it makes the game more dynamic, and it makes it more, puts a little bit more pressure into somebody, which I like.
Interesting.
Okay, I'm going to put you on the spot. This is a tough one. All right. Tennis or paddle?
No, paddle.
I love
Paddle.
it. Good. Now, even more on the spot. Who is your favorite partner that you love to play with?
My favorite partner to
Best
play
chemistry, best, you love to play with that guy.
with. Beast mode, Raul Ruiz.
All right, Raul Luis. Well done.
So I know you guys started this podcast like 4 months ago, 5 months ago, and I've been following it. And I even text Julian saying, Julian, I'm in the car, or maybe it's my phone that's not working, but I can't listen to anything you guys say. You guys have great people come in, and then all of a sudden I'm like, I can't hear anything. I need my audio to work. And Julian is like, Justin, we have a great equipment. It's probably your phone. But
Thank you very much.
Yeah, good. Excellent, man. So let's try spreading the word and all that. So
Yeah,
you
try
know.
to give exposure to paddle, and we're just like you. We love paddle.
Yeah.
It's unbelievable that you came down here to Miami just to play more paddle. Like, how was that? Were you able to do that based on work, or you just said, "Screw it, I'm coming down here"? Or man, that's pretty drastic,
It's the
man.
second one. It's the second one. Screw it.
it's for
pretty
sure the
drastic.
second one. It's for sure the second one.
Yeah. I
Yeah.
remember saying,
So
I
cool.
ran into Nico when he was still working in New York. I said, "Don't tell anybody, but I'm moving to Miami.
Yeah.
Don't tell anybody, please. Don't tell anybody."
That's true.
And did you
true.
get to go up to the new what is it called, sports house?
I did. I did.
Yeah. I was up there twice, and now it's officially open, which is
Yeah.
really great. Now, do you go back to Connecticut? Do you still have a home there, or
Yeah.
are you just here? 100%?
No, 100% here. I'm about to
Gotcha.
have my first baby in the next 2 weeks. So with my wife, we decided to come because we have family here and everything. So just everything came together, and we were like, okay, Miami's the place.
When do you play?
I pretty much practice every single day.
Okay. Which clubs do you play at?
I play a lot at Wynwood. I play a lot Real, Ultra, Open, Paddle Life.
So, what's your favorite club?
My favorite club, any indoor club is good. You know, you get out of the sun in
You have-
Miami, so you know
real
you
paddle,
have to.
open paddle, and ultra. Those are the three. So which one of those three is your
Exactly.
favorite?
Whoever has the open court available the time that I want.
Very political.
Gotcha.
That's very
I
good.
see that,
Political,
I see
correct,
that.
you know.
All right, that's cool. That's cool. But Nico, I want to thank you so much for coming on Padel Smash Academy. You know, I want to wish you all the luck. Okay.
Thank you.
Guys, if you haven't already, make sure that you hit that subscribe button and turn on your notifications.
And remember, it's free 99. It doesn't cost you anything to hit that subscribe button.
Thanks for tuning in to Padel Smash Academy. We hope you'll find our videos informative, helpful in improving your game and learning all things paddle.
So until next time, keep improving your game. And remember, learn, play, and share.